What's going on, everybody? Psycho Black here with
Psycho Red.
Damn, it took you like 10 minutes to say that. You gotta work on your reaction time. Anyways, we're here to talk about Joss Whedon directing the Batgirl solo film. But I mean, you guys already know that at this point. Like, that's already news that's been out today. So we thought we were,
or we believe. Yeah, you know.
We were a little.
Who knows? Maybe some people out there don't know.
Yeah, so if you don't know, now you know. So that's what we're going to be talking about. But we do want a title. We're going to try out a new segment. See if it works, whether you guys like the idea or not. It's like the test run video. And we're going to call it Superhero Movie Theater. And basically what we're going to do is you can see everybody on screen right now. Sitting there ready for us to talk about whatever superhero news it is for us to talk about. And in this case,
chilling and killing.
It is the Batgirl film. So, first of all, it's pretty cool that we're going to get to see Batman's extended family on the big screen.
The Bat Family.
Yeah, the Bat Family.
We're getting the Bat Family.
On screen.
I mean, you can say we got it on screen before in Batman and Robin, but
I mean, this is like,
not talk about that.
Yeah, this is like legit, real. You know, really quickly, I saw a funny picture, and it was like only 1990s kids will remember this director, and it was like it was a picture of Zack Snyder. I was like, oh god, dude, like why do they? Only 90s kids remember this. But anyways, I thought it was cool that we're gonna get to see a live action version of Batgirl and see her take on things. But what was striking to us is how is this gonna work?
Exactly.
And what we mean, how is it gonna work? You're like, well, she's gonna be fucking Batgirl, you dumb bitch. It's Barbara Gordon. Yes, we know. But in this current timeline of the DCEU, Batman's already established. Batman is already a veteran. He hung up the cape once. Like, Jason Todd is presumed dead. Nightwing's already a thing. Barbara should be Oracle at this point.
That is true. That is very true.
So how are we getting Batgirl? What do you think, David?
Because again, like you said, she should be by now Oracle, because like I said, we already had Jason Todd, we have Dick Grayson. I mean, we also have a Nightwing solo movie confirmed. So like you said, she should be Oracle. So what I'm thinking for this film, like the direction they might take, is that when we get the film, it's gonna start off with her as Oracle, right? And I think we might get a flashback story, maybe to like her, reliving, I guess, the memories and just telling us a story from back in the day. Maybe not too far back, but maybe like a flashback type movie.
You see,
that's what I think.
And that's kind of like something that I hope DC doesn't do, because, or I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe they will do that. But aren't we getting the same thing with the Wonder Woman? Isn't that like rumored to be a flashback movie?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's pretty much going to happen with Wonder Woman. It's going to be a flashback movie. I mean, well, it has to be.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's not going to be a flashback movie. Maybe it's going to be a movie just from the beginning, and then it's going to be kind of what they did in Captain America, where Captain America was shown at the end of a movie. What movie was it that they showed him in, like, his tube or whatever? Because it wasn't a flashback. It was more of like they told his story and then how he got to the present timeline. So I wonder if they're going to do that with Wonder Woman, tell her story and how she gets to the present timeline. But I really hope DC doesn't go on with the whole like let's do flashbacks kind of thing, because that I don't know how long that would work before people get bored of it.
And since we're on the topic of the little problem of her having to be Oracle by now, do you think they should have like made the DCEU a little more like, I guess, younger, I guess you can say, like not have it so established, like like the way they have it now, like what I'm trying to get at?
Make it a little like to where we get to see the rise and the fall of the empire, of like the Bat Family,
Yeah, like maybe they could have done it like with Batman already established, but not so many years in, maybe like 5 to 10 years.
I wish we would have gotten to seeing like on screen, like have that emotional connection with Batman, who grows up and or like learns through his mistakes, teaches Robin. Then we get Nightwing, then he gets Jason Todd. Then that doesn't end well. Batman hangs up the cape, and then fast forward a couple years, Like, they should have done at least 3 movies. I feel like the Dark Knight trilogy should have been planned out with, like, well, I'm only say Zack Snyder because, I mean, he's the one who's making the movies. But, like, they should have done it as, like, have, Ben Affleck as, 1, 2, 3. Like, the first one, Batman by himself. The second one, establishing it with or maybe the first one establishing it with Robin, and then 2, get him to Nightwing. And then 3, we get Robin, Jason Todd. Then he dies dies in that movie. Then Batman, at the end of the movie, hangs up the cowl. Then we get Man of Steel. And then we would have got, like, what would have been BVS. And then, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Like, I almost feel like they should have done that.
And since you brought up that, do you think if they would have been that route, they maybe would have got somebody else to play Batman, since Ben Affleck is pretty old? And I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, like, his age, he fits. Yeah, well, he is the perfect age for Batman. Yeah, for the way the DCEU is established, having Batman established so many years, his age and everything fits pretty well. So, do you think if they would have gone that route with having so many movies, do you think they would have got, like, a different younger actor maybe?
I wish they would have connected the Nolan trilogy to what they have now. I mean, it only makes sense because we even got that teaser of Robin at the end of the movie of, Dark Knight Rises, and I'm like, dude, you dirty bastards. Like, you're not going anywhere with this. Why would you do that? Like,
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
And I mean, it makes sense if you look at them, even though they're not directly connected, they're still connected. Because Batman hangs up the cowl at the end of... Although he doesn't hang it up because...
You could kind of say that in a way.
Like,
but
he doesn't hang it up as, something happened to my Robin. But, I mean, we could get the assumption that, Robin found the Batcave, Batman comes and takes him under his wing, and then fast forward all these years, and we have Bruce Wayne, which is Ben Affleck. And, I mean, I read an article that says that they're not directly linked, but you can link them together, and it fits pretty well. And it also makes you feel more of an attachment to it.
But wasn't, like, Zack Snyder, or was it David Goyer, one of the, dudes over there at DC, didn't they just flat out say no, like, the Nolan trilogy is not part of the DCEU? Like, I mean, you could make assumptions like, oh yeah, it kind of fits in a way, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, they're gonna say no because, I mean, they didn't have any part in it. Like, David S. Goyer, all of them, they didn't have any part in the Nolan trilogy, and they don't want to be like...
I thought Goyer did.
Did he? I don't remember. Maybe he did.
Sure. Huh. I don't know.
But whether he did or he didn't, I mean, I think they want to keep it as, oh, this is what we're doing now with these guys, and we don't want to be directed, like, linked with them. So, I mean, I guess, but I'm still kind of bummed that it's not really fully connected, because I think it would have been a lot better, but...
And, like, do you think DC should have made this announcement? Because, like, the whole thing with them announcing a Deadshot movie, Gotham City Sirens, getting a Black Adam movie for Shazam, like, because like I told you before, and like a lot of fans are saying, they're announcing so many movies, and yet they can't even stick to the current slate of films that they announced so many years ago. Like, by now, The Flash should have been shooting already and coming out next year, but that movie doesn't even have a director, and like, Aquaman got pushed back, but at least Aquaman, is still coming out.
Firm,
but Shazam, no casting, no director, and that movie was slated for next year, I believe, too. And then,
I feel like the new movies... Do you think they should have done
this? Because...
I feel like the movies that they're announcing, they're not like, oh, like, I mean, they're saying like, oh, we're going to have this movie, we're going to have this movie. But I think they're just planning. They're not really like, oh, let's add all these movies. I think they should just
keep this under wraps. Like, instead of announcing all these movies, just keep it under wraps, because it just brings, I guess you could say, like bad, like, PR, I guess you can say, to DC. Because, again, they're announcing so many movies, and yet they can't even get some of these movies that they originally slated off the ground. And, I mean, who knows if Cyborg and Green Lantern Corps are even going to come out in the year they were slated.
I mean, I don't think that... I think Green Lantern will come out. I feel like Justice League is going to have a big part in Green Lantern coming out because of everybody with, especially Henry Cavill. And he's all his Instagram posts are literally like, gotta be bigger than Green Lantern. Gotta like literally all his posts are all like literally. If you scroll through all his posts, and he's with a certain actor the whole time he makes those posts. So is that guy playing Green Lantern? Who knows?
I know a lot of people have been wanting Armie Hammer to play Green Lantern, and some even gone far to say that the Green Lantern from the Injustice 2 trailer looks like Armie Hammer. So. I mean, but I kind of think Green Lantern Corps may come out like pretty soon, not like right away, but it may be one of the next upcoming DC films because they were fast tracking the film, so
yeah.
I mean, who knows?
I mean, I think it's just like, I don't know, like I feel like with the Batgirl film though, they are taking a step in the right direction with Joss Whedon, and they're having a hard time finding directors, but once other directors see that, oh my God, Joss Whedon took it up, all right, we'll take, like. If Joss Whedon thinks it's good, other directors are going to be like, you know what? Well, why not? I feel like this is going to open more doors for DC, and they're going to be able to get other movies off the ground. And
hopefully, I mean, like I said, I really want this universe to, succeed as much as the MCU is. And it kind of stinks to know that after Justice League this coming up year, all we have next year for DC is Aquaman in late December. That's all we got.
See, but I mean, we've had only like one Marvel movie sometimes. I mean, it's not like.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe like in the beginning, but ever since like the Avengers.
Oh yeah, but I mean, you got to think this is like DC's beginning. Like, it's they're not like it's like okay, well they're only having one movie, but I mean they're barely starting out. I mean, it's like the Marvel universe. I mean, we only had Iron Man, and then like 3 years later we had fucking what was the next movie?
No, I think it was like a year later. I think it wasn't like Iron Man and then Iron Man 2, The Incredible Hulk, Thor, Captain America, First Avenger.
You see, and then even then, Marvel still has some problems because I mean they changed actors with The Incredible Hulk and they're not tying The Incredible Hulk into the previous movies. That should never happen. So no,
The Incredible Hulk is part it is part of the whole thing. They just switched actors. It is.
Is it?
Yeah, it is, man.
Okay.
Yeah, if you look on lists of top celebrities that people don't like working with, Edward Norton is on that list. And so
wait, but I thought
Marvel just didn't want to work with Edward Norton no more. That was just the thing.
I thought it wasn't connected because we get to see what's his name, General Ross in Age of Ultron, but he has no ties to the Hulk. Not once.
Age of Ultron.
Yeah, in Age of.
You mean Civil War?
Is it Civil War? Yeah, Civil War.
It's
Civil War. Sorry.
No, but if you notice at the end of Iron Man 2,
he comes out.
Nick Fury. No. When Nick Fury goes to visit Tony Stark at the end of the movie, not after credit scene, before the movie ends, he hands him a file, and you can actually see events from the Incredible Hulk. He's watching events from the Incredible Hulk from the college scene. It's part of the MCU, man.
Okay.
It is, dude. The events of Iron Man 2, and I think the Incredible Hulk, and maybe Thor, I could be wrong, but for sure Iron Man 2 and the Incredible Hulk, the events take place within the same week. You can look at it, man. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I know what I'm telling you.
Well,
after the video, I'll send you a screenshot of this thing from Iron Man 2 where he's actually watching footage.
Getting back to it, it's more of DC
we're still going off topic
DC's still starting off, and they're getting off their feet. So I mean, yeah, it's a little bit rocky, especially when they have Marvel, and everybody's like, oh my God, Marvel this, Marvel that. But I mean, even then, even Marvel has their own problems, and so does DC. Maybe DC has a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, or maybe Marvel has a little bit more, a little less.
It's a little bit more,
but I mean, you never know. I mean, especially I feel like the advantage that DC has is they have all their characters.
You can say that. You can say that.
The advantage,
I'm not gonna sit here and say that.
The advantage that they have is that they have all their characters still. And that's, I mean, just because they can't get off the ground now doesn't mean that they won't ever. And I mean, for me, that's more exciting than the MCU, because I love the MCU, don't get me wrong, but I mean, we don't have to worry about having all these fucking DC movies in different universes where they don't connect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you could say that. I mean, it kind of
at least
chopped. That's Sony's own Spider-Man, and then of course
Fox's
owning the
Avengers,
Fantastic Four and the X-Men, and yeah, it is kind of frustrating. So I guess you can say DC has that advantage, and I don't know, man. I guess I just hope DC can get to the level that Marvel is at right now. Yeah, it's not gonna happen overnight, and it didn't happen overnight for Marvel. It wasn't until the Avengers came out when Marvel was fully boom, this is Marvel. This, they
started doing something.
So I hope DC can eventually get to that point, because even though I'm more of a Marvel guy, I love comics in general. We're both comic book fans in general, so we want both universes to succeed. I kind of hate that thing with Marvel over DC or DC over Marvel. Why can't we just enjoy both?
Just enjoy them both. I mean, they're both comic books. I mean, it's they're
different companies, but they're comic books in general. So yeah, like I said, I tend to lean more to Marvel on character wise, but like I love Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. You know, I'm excited for this DC universe, despite it's being kind of lacking recently. But I'm still excited. And like I said, I really want this universe to get to the Marvel level.
Yep.
Because we're comic book fans in general. I mean, why do you have to pick one over the
yeah, it's just
that's the thing with the internet, man. Like you either have to be a Marvel or DC fan. You either have to love the film or you hate it.
Yeah,
you can't be in the middle. Like, it's okay. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah. So I mean, hopefully the Batgirl movie does good, and with Joss Whedon on the reins, I feel pretty confident about it.
I
mean, you have James Wan, who's working with actors that he likes to work with, which I think is great. He wouldn't have cast them for the role if he didn't.
And that's why I'm pretty excited for Aquaman. Like I said, even though it got a little bit pushed back, and that's the only movie coming out next year for DC, like we said, the fact that it's James Wan and he's a good director, it gives me really, really high hope.
And he has really good cinematography too.
He does. And I don't know if you read, but at CinemaCon they showed some Aquaman footage, and I heard it got pretty good appraised.
It was just Aquaman test footage.
No, but they also had other footage. I mean, I don't know if it was footage, but I think they had like I think conceptual art or something like that, and like it had like to do with like sharks, and I wish I could go into detail. I saw a video about it, so I can't really restate. But I just heard it was really, really good, like the appraisal, So
I mean, hopefully the DCEU does super good. But what are your guys' thoughts? What do you guys think? If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you go ahead and leave a comment and a like and subscribe. At 5,000 subs, we're doing a giveaway. And let us know, are you excited for Batgirl? Do you think Joss Whedon's going to do good? Do you think the movie's going to flop? Do you just fucking hate the DC universe? Do you love it? Do you agree that we should just both love them all? Let us know. And if you're watching on Facebook, check out our Facebook page. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you'll find some stuff out that you didn't know. Leave a like, drop a comment, and yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Psycho Black.
Take care, guys. I'm Psycho Red.
And we'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces, everybody.